Don't think we're gonna make a 90-degree turn in this bad boy. Welcome back to JB Reviews. Today we're gonna do a video on the 2021 Keystone Sprinter, and this is gonna be a 31 MB. And here are the numbers for this particular rig. You're gonna have an unloaded vehicle weight of 9,660. Gross vehicle weight rating is gonna be 12,100. And this is gonna have two 5,200-pound axles. All-in cargo carrying capacity is gonna be 2,380 pounds. One thing you get with Keystone is they do give you a painted front cab. It's automotive grade paint too. And I like the overall colors on this. This is gonna have a white. You have some grays or silvers and like a bronze color. And I like the way it looks. It looks like it's gonna be a windshield, but it's actually not. It's just a painted front cap. Looks really aggressive. And they also give you a mirror here too, so when you're backing up you can kind of see what's going on. They do give you it's called road armor, and it's through Lippert Components, and it has a pivoting head, and it's going to help with chucking going down the road. And this is a wide body fifth wheel too, so normally you don't see that on these mid profiles. This is considered a mid profile, but it has a 100-inch wide body. As far as your storage up front, this is typical what you see for this type of RV. Pretty wide with the overall width of this trailer. And I like how they put the battery box into the frame. I've always wondered, since this is like very hollow plastic, I wonder if rocks would break this now that I think about it, but who knows. In the comment section if you have it happen, let us know. Now something I do like too is they give you the spare tire in a very convenient spot in the event that you have to change a tire in your RV. I like where it's at. I do like the BAL where you can slide it out from under the RV too. That's a good one. Electric jacks. I prefer to have a different foot for this, like a circular one. I think that's a little bit better. But this should be fine too. I'm just being picky. On the side, you do have a 20-foot awning. And you have some nice sized windows. They're not huge, but adequate. And on this side of the RV, they do give you your furnace. This is the back of it. And then your water heater. And let's take a look at this storage compartment here. All right, so as you can see, I mean, this isn't that tall, but that's pretty typical for mid-profile. This is probably about the size of mine too. You can see that aluminum construction, solid floor surface. And they do give you a light. This is gonna be a sensor light too, so you can have it on all the time and it goes off if it doesn't sense anything happening. And you can see you have some of your HVAC, some piping over there. It's not too bad. It's not really in the way, so I still like this design of this. I don't see that you have a light on that side, but we'll get over there and check it out. One thing I don't see often are these wide steps on mid profiles. This is a really wide step. I mean, check out the width of these steps with the opening of the door. Like, really cool that they do that. I've even seen higher grade RVs not have steps this wide. Now, I own these tires on my rig. These are the Trailer King RSTs. You have STs. These RST tires are actually a pretty good tire. I put 10,000 miles on them. I maintain the 80 PSIs, and they have pretty good capacities. You have 2,860 pounds per tire for a dual of 2470. So again, I don't recommend keeping these tires like I did, but they held up pretty good. I'm probably gonna go with a Goodyear tire now, but yeah, these are pretty good. And this is gonna be a ST 225 75 15-inch wheel, and you do have a road armor suspension setup too. I'm not a huge fan of these slide outs. One thing I will mention, they are cable driven. Hopefully in time cable driven slides will get better, but I also don't like the fact that they give you this black material. I do have this on my Keystone Cougar, and in the summertime when the sun hits this thing is unbearable to touch on the outside. So that's going to translate to a hotter temperature inside the RV, so it's something that you have to keep in mind. But out back there is no hitch, but you do have a rear bumper, so you could mount something on that. You just have to check with the manufacturer to make sure it has a certain capacity, and you do have a spot in here to store your sewer hose. Out back, you do have a connection for a camera. Now, I don't see that these are LED lights. It looks like they are going to be incandescent, but that's something I'd like to see as an upgrade. I mean, we're in 2021. That should be standard equipment. And they do have your TV setup back here too. Again, not a huge fan of that. Most of your camping is going to be on the side of your trailer, and I prefer to see that over there. Now, this does not have a auto leveling system, so this is how you would extend and retract those legs in the rear. And this slide is going to be cable driven also, so you only have 2 slides in the rear, so you should have a lot of space on the rear to do your camping. But overall, man, this is a 35'11" fifth wheel. It does have the second AC option right there, 13,500 BTU, and these are going to be Coleman Machs, and they're supposedly a little bit quieter than the other ones. I didn't notice at first, but your 50 amp connection is going to be right on the rear of the trailer, driver's side. Here's a better look at those wheels. Now, as far as out back goes, you do have one connection for dumping, and you have a second one right here. And you have what looks to be a freshwater tank in the center of the RV. I do like to see those in the back. That way, if you do travel with water, that weight's going to be on the rear, not on your tongue of your, or on the hitch of your truck, basically. And as you guys saw, these are 5,200 pound axles, and there are going to be Dexter too. And as I mentioned earlier, that's going to be your second area to dump from. And then they have your docking station right here. Outside shower, city connection, and this actually helps to hold it up too for you too. And then this is the other side of your storage compartment. So this is not a large opening, but big enough to maybe put like a few small items on this side. And I don't know if I showed it to you, but on the other side, you didn't have your propane as they normally do. They normally give you one on each side, but on this one they give you 2 on this side. I think I prefer this a little bit more, just a little bit more convenient. I skipped over this earlier, but you do have a light. It's going to be incandescent, and you just have your standard landing gear, so there is no auto leveling. And then this is just a spot for solar. It's only 10 amps, so it's not a lot. It's probably just to keep the battery charged if it's in storage or if you're just boondocking. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look on the inside.
Hey guys, so one of my very favorite things already from just walking in is that they have the bunkhouse right here. So even if a slide is closed, you still have access to all of your sleeping areas. The two-tone door is really nice. When you walk in, you have a window, a fan up top, very high ceiling by the way, and then you have a bed up top and then a pull-out bed below. There's even a space for like doing homeschool or working. You can put a TV over here and enough storage for clothes, toys, electronics. This is a nice little space. So one of the reasons I really love having the bunkhouse door on that side is because it gives you more countertop space in the kitchen. In our camper, the door is on this side, and so we lose the countertop space. This is also a really tall counter. I'm sure my husband and other tall people would appreciate this. And I have a little coffee bar, plenty of storage space for all the things I always talk about: Instant Pots, crock pots, air fryers, and then more storage space down below. So these look great. You get stainless steel appliances that resemble a home. They are still the camper, you know, easy bake oven and the mini microwave, which is really cute. And you also have your standard 3 cooktop burner. So there's even more countertop space on the side of the stove, which I love. You can prep your foods here, cook, again, plug in your Instant Pot or crock pot, and you still have space for all of your meal going on here. This is an incredible like kitchen workspace prep area. I really, really like this. And you still have more space over here on your island, which is absolutely beautiful. In a farmhouse sink.
No divider.
No divider, really long. That's what she said. You have a different color island, which I like. It gives you kind of an accent from the wood throughout the rest of the camper. You have 3 drawers here. And then not so much space underneath the sink. I prefer this to be empty so you can stick your trash can in there. I don't like to see it or smell it, but that's just my personal preference. So then you would have a pantry on the side of your fridge with lots of storage space. You could get your hand all the way to the back, which sometimes is an issue. More storage above the television, which is nice because there's not any storage behind it. And then the thing that drew us to look at this one was this piece right here. So when we were remodeling our camper, I actually had the idea of taking out that back couch and doing something else with the space just to like open it up. And coming into this one, I get to see what it looks like without a back sofa. And I don't really like it. I mean, it's great if you have like plants or pictures or things you want to display. This is a very long table countertop area. But other than that, you just kind of lose space. Mm-hmm. So you do still have a sofa here that seats 2, and it also sleeps 2 once you pull it out. And then you have your dinette booth over here that seats 4 and also sleeps another 2 once you convert this into a sleeping area.
All right, so there are some stairs that go up to the front, and this is gonna be your control panel. I like how small this is. It's not so big, and I do prefer these to be behind the door, but this is fine. So it does show you a lot of features on here. You can control your lights. And what I like about these lights, I mean, it's a pro and con, is you can turn some of these lights on and off, and that way you can have less lights on inside of the rig. So that's something that's pretty cool. And walking up the steps, they do give you a window, small one, but it's, you know, it's good to have a window here because it's pretty dark in this area too. So we're gonna walk into the bathroom, and Hannah's kind of in here now. Check out how this door opens. What do you think about this door?
I don't care for a door that opens this way. I do like the pocket doors, but that is a nice trade-off because you have access directly from your bedroom.
Nice.
Although in a camper, I mean, it's 2 feet away. But you don't have to like walk out of your bedroom to go to the bathroom.
If you sleep naked like we do, it's good to have 2 doors.
There is plenty of storage space in the bathroom. They give you a medicine cabinet, space underneath, and then these 4 here.
This is going to be a porcelain toilet, and I'm not a huge fan of this design of a shower. I mean, this is kind of small, so you kind of have to use the skylight for some height if you're a little bit taller than I am. I'm probably about 6 foot, 6'1", so this is pretty small. But like Hannah said, I do like that you have 2 entrances for your bathroom. And on that note, we are in the bedroom. Yep, master bedroom. Now this is a queen size bed. I believe you can only get a queen. Now we have a king size bed. I think next RV we get, we're gonna get a queen. What do you think?
Yeah,
I think
kids will be a little older.
Yeah, well, I think that having a king in such a small space, like in a house, is good. But I feel like in an RV, it's just too much. So I feel like even though I like to have a big bed, next RV we get, we're probably gonna get a queen size, unless it's standard with a king. But yeah. So you want to take it away from here?
Yeah, so you have 2 wardrobes on the side of the bed and a little bit of storage up top.
Yeah. It's pretty good.
I like that the bed does face this way so you don't have to bump out a slide. That is nice. Again, if you're traveling and you're doing a quick overnight in like a Walmart or Cabela's or Cracker Barrel, everyone has access to the bathroom and to their rooms without having to be like feel squished.
Yeah.
So I do like that feature.
But hey guys, thank you so much for watching this video. One thing I will say, this is just the regular Sprinter. There is a limited also. So if this is not the quality that you like, because I feel like the AC unit in the bedroom was inducted. So I probably would move it to like a limited and just check out the floor plans there, because there's a little bit more, I think, luxury in those brands. And anything you want to say before we end it off?
Yeah, I like the way that this camper looks. I agree with what Justin said. I would think I could see like a couple living in here, or someone solo that's traveling, or people that just want to like be weekend warriors. This specific floor plan for us, although I like where the door for the bunk room is, wouldn't really fit our lifestyle with having 4 people. It just feels a little too small for us. We've seen other floor plans around 36 feet that work a little bit better.
Yeah, cool. Well, hey guys, thank you again for watching, and we'll see you soon.